Hey everybody, it's Bear. Look here, Canteen Cup Tuesday time. And before we start this week, we're going to take care of a little quick Canteen Cup Tuesday business. Okay, Doc Inc. asked me about the beef broth I used last week in the Texas chili, and I couldn't put my hands on the box. I guessed in the comments, but I was completely wrong. And I thought I would show you what I used. I told them I would. So here it is. It's Herbox, sodium-free beef bouillon. Okay, that's what I use. All right, let's move on to this week now. So how many of y'all got on the quinoa bandwagon when it was so popular a few years ago? In 2013 they declared the year of quinoa. I don't know who made that up, but I read it online, so it must be true. I'm gonna drop a little olive oil in the pot for our onion and garlic. So maybe you're familiar with quinoa. It's often described as a superfood, and there's lots of health benefits to it. The Incas called it the mother grain. So quinoa, although it's a broadleaf plant, it doesn't belong in the same horticultural family as grasses that are grown for other grains, such as wheat, barley, and oats. Nevertheless, it's considered a grain. So different from a more traditional grain, quinoa blooms a nice purple or red flower before it goes to seed. And the seeds are used like typical grains to make flour, cereals, soups, and alcohol. Alright, so we got some olive oil that's gotten hot, and we're going to throw in some onions and some garlic and start softening them up. We're going to put in some black pepper, however much you like, a little bit of ground coriander. Now our quinoa, we need to give it a little rinse. And I'm just going to use like a palmful for the soup. That wasn't easy. I think I still got enough quinoa to do something here though. If we put a little bit in my palm, or if we just rinse it in my palm. Not exactly a strainer at the sink at home, is it? Whew. Sticky little guys now that they're wet. Alright, we've got a red potato. We're going to get a little chicken broth going in there. Alright, so while the potatoes, onions, and garlic and seasonings start cooking, I'm going to get everything else ready that's going in with the next batch of stuff going into the pot. I'm using baby spinach, or you could use a Swiss chard. Alright, so we're going to put a little bunch of cilantro in the pot to cook with it, and I'm going to chop some more up to top off with in a little bit. We need some lime zest, and you know, if you're backpacking or hiking, you decide to take a lime with you out there camping, you don't have to bring a zester with you. You just take and skin that guy just as close as you can with your knife, and then just dice it up. But if you want, bring your zester. I might. I show up at camp with all kinds of crazy stuff. Alright, so just put however much of that in there you want. And we're going to slice off a wedge and squeeze that in there also. Last time I had some limes, there were some Dos Equis swimming in the stream behind me. I wonder if there's any back there today. I don't know, I don't have time to go look for them today. I've got a Tyson 5.5 ounce can of chicken chunks from the Dollar Tree. It's got a pop top. And you know, you could make this guy a vegan soup by using some button mushrooms instead of the chicken and some vegetable broth. That would be super good. All right, y'all, that's been simmering away for about 10 minutes now. So let's add the next batch of ingredients, okay? We've got our spinach, our cilantro, our quinoa, And our chicken's gonna go in along with a squeeze of lime juice. And that quinoa needs to boil for 15 minutes. And then the soup will be ready. And the chicken. Let's see here. See if I can show it to you. Can you see the little white part? That's that little tail. Our grain's turned into a tadpole. It's growing a tail. There it is. That tells us our quinoa is starting to get ready. Nice thing about soup, man, there's like no cleanup. A little extra fresh cilantro. And about a squeeze of fresh lime. All right, let's eat. Oh, that's gonna be the bite, y'all. Oh yeah. Well, that'd be a happy night at camp right there. It's hard to beat fresh soup. You can't get that in a can. Well, it's almost dark, and we'll see you on the trail.